I was really proud of our effort, and you could tell at the beginning of the game both teams were kind of having trouble finding their energy, and I thought our guys really fought and found our energy, and that may sound like a simple thing, but when you're playing in a league like this where you've got to play 24 hours after you just won a game or lost a game, you've got to find your energy, and I thought our guys really did, and then we took control of the game. They made a little run, which I knew they would, and then we came out in the second half, got right back after it, and really did a good job from that point on.
Coach, you talk about finding your energy a little bit, and the second half you really turned it up, like you said. Was there any adjustments that you guys decided to make, or was it just, as you said, the quick turnaround, slow getting going, and then turning it on?
Well, I think more than anything, it was just the guys knowing that if we really got up and defended like we did early in the game, we were going to be able to get out and transition. And anybody that watches this knows we're at our best when we're in transition, and that ball's moving, and guys make wide open shots. And sometimes it's a simple game. You've got to make wide open shots, and we kind of hit a stretch there in the first half when they went zone where we couldn't. We had wide open looks, and they didn't go in, and that's where they made their run, and that's why they went zone. And again, Dennis does a great job. They've got a very talented group of young people, and they're playing really hard. And as I tell my players all the time, you better respect every opponent you have. And we have great respect for them. And a year ago, they came in here and beat us and really hurt what we were trying to accomplish. So I think the guys knew coming out of halftime we had to get our energy back up.
Coach, the perimeter game was obviously working well for you. Free throw percentage, is that something that you're going to go back and look at? Is 33% from free throw line?
Well, that always concerns me, and again, a couple of the guys that struggled are guys that struggle, and Jacob's really working hard at it, and he doesn't get to leave practice every day before he hits a certain number. And you know what? He was really shooting them good. He had hit a stretch there where he was shooting them good. And free throws are something as a coach you pay attention to, but you don't want to make a big deal out of them, because then it becomes a complete mental block for a guy that he just doesn't feel like he can make them. And we went through it with Ty, and you encourage more than you. I know every day they're working to be better shooters, and so but it also affects who you can play at the end of a game in a close game of whether you could play them.
Going back to the perimeter shooting, making 17 three-pointers today, tying the school record, but the thing about it was that there was a lot of different guys involved. Tarkus had 6, Jamie had 4. Is that the type of thing that gets contagious a little bit? Like, shots start falling for everybody once they go in for one guy?
Why? There's no question. I think when you got guys making them and that rim starts looking bigger and bigger, and I was really pleased with Jamie's play today. I thought he really came in and gave us a great spark, and he plays so hard on the defensive end. He's in there fighting for rebounds, and again, that's the other thing you've got to have on the second day in this weekend of these weekends. You've got to have somebody come off the bench and really give you something, and I thought he really did.
Piggybacking on that point, Coach, how encouraging was Jamie's production today?
Well, he's a young man that works as hard as anybody at shooting the basketball, and there isn't a time after practice that him and Ferg don't stay and shoot for another 25, 30 minutes. And Godwin does it before practice. Marcus does it another time. But those guys work at shooting, and that's why they're starting to really have games where they can reel them off.
Last question, Coach. Just looking at the rebounding, I know that that's something that's always been a focus for this team, and a lot of times the opposition has been out rebounding you guys. But today, you were able to get more rebounds in Cleveland State, and guys like Rob, Howard, and Jordan Blount, after maybe not getting as many as they should have the other day, really came through today. You have to be happy with that production.
Well, there's no question, and I told him after the game, it's been 2 months since we out-rebounded anybody, and so again, did a better job of that, and now we get ready to go on the road again.